What up, Lake Nation? You're here with your host Kareem. How you guys doing? We here today. I'm gonna get right to it. I'm gonna jump around and talk about different things today. I'm gonna talk about LeBron first. A friend of mine said to me that he feel that as a Laker fan, I be going too hard at Bron, and he think that I really don't like LeBron and things like that. It's not that I don't like him. Um, I love what he do off the court with his family and putting his friends in position. He did it the right way to be successful. You know, you would love to be a friend of LeBron James. So that's bigger than basketball to me. But him as a player is a lot of stuff I don't like what he do, and I feel that he don't have that extra pep in the step when the odds are not in his favor. When he's a stacked team and things rolling, he's a different player. And it seemed like every time AD not in the lineup, he's just a different guy to me. And I do hold that against him. The first year, he really kind of pissed me off, and I really soured with LeBron when we had the young guys. Because, you know, for years, year after year, we've been tanking. I ain't going to say tanking, but we've been struggling and getting all these young guys, and I really grew to like these young guys. And I always want to see the day them young guys in the playoffs with a Laker uniform. And I felt he definitely played a part of it not happening. I definitely blame him. He had an injury he could have been came back from. That injury he sat up like 6 weeks. He could have been came back from that injury, but he from day one, the first game against Portland of the season, he didn't have that pep in the step. He didn't really seem like he wasn't there. Like he already had his mind until next season, just gonna be here and go along with the program until whatever the Lakers' next move. So that really pissed me off about Bron, and you know that's just what it is with him. But I just hope that he could step up and go hard if AD not in, go hard and get us to this next round. I just hope he do it. I mean, leave it out there, be a super aggressive, and that's what it is. But anything else, like I said, to me, I don't hold things personal. Like I've been saying for years, he definitely declined. People look at numbers so much, but you could see decline coming like different areas. He declined because he can't dominate the game or just take over or just get a basket whenever he wants. It's not like that. He had to be real strategic and maneuver his way into a basket. If it's not like just a jumper, he just pulling up shooting. He cannot get to the basket at will anymore. But anyway, I want to talk about Frank Vogel. What bothers me with him? He's a defensive coach. Yes, he's a good defensive coach, but a guy who played defense, he let them play in all game. But guy who can score, who don't play that good of a defense, he'd bench him, which is a balance. Both offense and defense is important in the game. They both plays a part in this game. You need offense, you need defense. So that's just what it is. And I just hate all the time just have to bring up this guy's name because he didn't do anything wrong. He out there playing, but like Alex Caruso played like 29 minutes. He played a lot of minutes. He hustles. He hustle. He don't give up. Scrappy guy. He plays the bulk of them because what he do on the court. He hustle. I gets that. I'm not knocking that. But a guy like Montrezl Harrell, he's not a good defensive player, but he's a good offensive player, and we need that. We need that, and I think that it had to be a balance with Frank Vogel. You gotta play Montrez some more. You got to, because he, like I said yesterday, he bring energy, stuff he bring to this game and to our team that we need, and we need some offense because, like I said, them other guys, we don't have the guys who really can score. To me, he probably, I think, maybe fourth best scorer on the team. You know, him and Kuzma is like neck to neck. Because Trez, you know, but then you got Dennis Schroeder is, I'd say, maybe third best offensive player on the team. But we got to do better, and he got to find a way to do it. I don't think there's no need for two big centers in this series with Gasol and Drummond. I think Gasol don't need to play this series, and I think Trez could come in, and I guess you could sprinkle Markieff Morris and some. I think that we need to pick up the pace offensively. It's like, and I think the Horton Tucker need to play. We don't have no guys who could beat guys off the dribble. Phoenix defense, they perimeter defense. I'm watching what they're doing, but we don't have guys could beat guys off the dribble. LeBron really can't do it anymore. Dennis Schroeder, he the only one pretty much can do it. That's it. That could get his own shot and go to the basket, and that's what we need. I think Horton Tucker can break a defender down, either go to the basket for the point or kick out. And I think that's what we need to do. We don't have no players that can do that. He going with a lot of these players who, quote unquote, let's say the KCPs or the Wes Matthews of the world, and Macklemore, who just stand out there shoot 3-pointers. He going Alex Caruso. He hustles, but you need a guy who can create. You watch the series, Phoenix defense. That's what they're doing, and they're gonna do the same thing the next game. We don't have no guys create. They got to wait on the ball, and hopefully they get hot on the outside. That's the same thing with the Mavericks, and that's what kills me with Dallas. Dallas don't have that. Dallas have a bunch of perimeter guys, and if they jump shot not working, they done. And you got the hope that LUKA beats Superman. Then Porzingis got to play. Other than that, like, them other guys stand there and shoot jump shots. That's why I tell people this league, all they talk about shooters. Most of these guys who good outside shooters can't even create their own shot. Give me a guy who decent. I tell this all the time. I take a guy who decent from the outside, but can get his own basket, can score mid range, who can break a guy off the dribble. Like the perfect guy is like a Jordan Clarkson. He's not a sniper. He decent, solid outside shooter, but he could get to the basket. He could break down, stop and shoot the short jumper. He can score in different ways. Those are the type of offensive players you need. Like, you have a guy who can shoot the lights out, a guy like Tim Hardaway, but he can't get to the basket and can't do anything, can't dribble, do much. So a lot of the teams, the way they built their teams, they got this thing wrong. You need guys. I'd rather guys who could do more offensive. That's why in the playoffs, them guys shine. Because if some of the guys, they jump shot not clicking, they're in trouble. And you don't want to rely on a 30-foot jump shot. That's like a low percentage shot. 35 shooting far from, that's just crazy. But I want to touch on Tim Tebow because we also had a big a debate. Me and my friends talking about Tebow, talk about how Urban Meyer looking out for Tebow, and he's wrong. He giving Tebow a spot on the team, and he's saying Tebow's not good and different things like that. My thing, I totally disagree with them. My thing is this: that's like a job. If I'm in position, if I'm a director, anything at a job, and I'm in position to give a friend of mine's a job, I'm going to give them the job. I don't see nothing wrong with what he's doing. I applaud that. It's 53 people on the team. I would give Tebow a job too if I was him. And for him bringing traction to the team alone. People where the sports shows talk about Tebow headlining, that bringing traction, also bringing money to the stand to Jacksonville is a dead zone. Now, to bring light, for them to be talk about him on Sports Center, First Take, Undisputed, all these talk shows, is a great thing. The fans, to the gate, they make money is a great thing. Even if he get benched or not, I'd rather have him than the guy who ain't going to do nothing, who just a no-name, just existing on a roster. You have to look at it both ways. That's the same thing I was saying. I don't get why Detroit. You look at Detroit roster. There's no way in the world you shouldn't have LiAngelo Ball on your team. I'd have kept LiAngelo. You got 15 men plus the two-way players. That's 17 guys. There's no way in the world a team like Detroit struggling don't get no pub. They got pub for 2-3 days in a row when they had signed LiAngelo. You put him on the team. Yes, you deal with the politics. The other players, 15 men don't even play anyway. The Lakers got Jared Dudley, and I take LiAngelo Ball right now over Dudley. So you do that for that particular reason. So I salute that, and I think that anytime somebody in position, you should help a friend or family member. That's just what it is. That's the perks of being a friend. Like I said, I always salute Bron by what he doing. That's what you have to do, and that's what you're supposed to do. You're in position. You're supposed to bring back and give back to your friends and family. You know, peace. Subscribe. Help me get to the big 500. If you didn't subscribe yet,